try to tighten up the collar, clean me up, pull me up out the holler. That's one pill I ain't never gonna swallow. There's only one way this ends. Me running off you on the porch crying, girl, I don't guess I can blame you for trying to fence me in. That's your fault, hell, you brought in this outside dog. Yeah, this outside dog.
You heard about a man, the lift controller, the lever king. I told you, hop in and let the journey begin. Shake and shiny face, let you suffer for all his face. So full of face, I just wanna get that up and down. We're moving on around, we're going up and down. We're moving on around. I wanna show you my world, where the beat goes up and down. Let me open the door. Elevator operator. Like him. I really wanna be like him. I wanna be like him. Forget about that. Hats up in the sky, and we keep getting the magic down, that you cannot deny. We're growing light, keep shining bright. I cannot wait to get inside. Still out of sight. When we wanna go up and down. We're moving on around. We're going up and down. We're moving on around. I wanna show you my world, where the beat goes up and down. Let me open the door. Elevator operator. Elevator operator. Well, I just wanna get down. Hail to the commanders. Hail victory. No, nobody like a god. Well, we never stop.
First opened in 2017, there's a look at the beautiful state-of-the-art Mercedes-Benz Stadium here in Atlanta, GA. Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Atlanta Falcons. Which of these 0-3 teams will visit the win column for the first time? We'll see. We're underway here in week 4. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. First carry of the game now for the Texas superstar, Bijan Robinson. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down. You talk about this Washington defense. There are 32 teams in the NFL, and they're just better than 50% of them at defending the pass, number 16 in the league.
So I'm prepping for this game. I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And?
Too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into points against you.
Down the left sideline. Touchdown, Falcons! Jahan Dotson, his second touchdown on the season. And the Falcons go down the field in just 2 plays to take the early lead. Jason Myers now for the extra point. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead.
Falcons 7, Commanders nothing. Jason Myers set to kick off.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. Prescott to throw it. Pass is caught by Rondale Robinson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Now Prescott. Now he's going to step up and run. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Prescott. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Here we go, 46. Here we go, 47. 47. 26.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. He'll try and do this himself. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Ethan Evans on now to punt. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
Yellow, hero 15. Easy. 15, yellow. Right side.
Mahomes now to throw. All right, rifles one. That's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Eccles. Before we came up to the booth, Last thing he says when walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Here we go, going to 53. Here we go, 46. Here we go, kill. 26.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
They started this drive backed up against the wall by the turnover, but I love their fight. Planted their feet and forced the incompletion on first down.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
Here we go. Here we go, 46.
Prescott to throw this time. And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Kill. Here we go, 47. 47. 26.
Here's Prescott. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And his kick is indeed good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
The Falcons had 0-3 here to begin the campaign, and you hate to have to say it this early in the season, but getting close to must-win time, is it not?
And I totally understand why you expressed it that way, because it's so early in the season, it feels like hyperbole. But I think you are spot on this one. Yes, there's still time to turn things around, but they've got to start to win right now if they have any hopes of trying to make the playoffs.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. But you look at this defense. They're currently 21st, Charles, in the NFL against the run.
Well, there wasn't anything wrong with them on that play, was there? Able to make a nice stop, held them to no gain, The key to their defense, though, is exactly what the defense coordinator told you and I. They've got to be consistent.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Washington defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now it's Mahomes again. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 25-yard line.
First down. First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Fight on these two. Hey, 43, 15. Yellow.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Short throw. He's got Kraft. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 12-yard line.
That's another Falcons first down.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Bijan Robinson, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Falcons add 6 to their lead.
Jason Myers for the
Well, we
extra
know
point.
he has decent hands out of the backfield. That's the first time, Charles, they've targeted him in the passing game, and it pays dividends.
And I love the design, too, because they kept him in the backfield, made the defense think run first before they swung him out of there. And you're right, with his hands, they might want to throw it to him just a little bit more.
Jason Myers set to kick off.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Defenders take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. From nearby Norcross, Georgia, it's Alvin Kamara. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Now he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Prescott's pass intercepted. The Falcons take over first and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Yellow.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving.
10 at the 10-yard line.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Washington looking for another timeout, and they get it. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
Yellow.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. Only a gain of just a yard, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Here's Mahomes to throw. Toward the pylon, caught. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown. Bijan Robinson. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Myers connects on the PAT. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Commanders 3. Jason Myers set to kick off.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. So now, Charles, this drive, maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And this is going to be a Commander's first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. Here's Prescott. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Anytime they think they've got him open beyond the markers, you know they're going to throw it his way. And that's not going to change even after that incompletion was forced.
Now it's 2nd and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Now a short one to Gesicki. And he's got room. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards to play. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To throw is Prescott. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up 2nd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with a little gain.
Looking to throw. Prescott. Now a short one to Gesicki. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. That puts him in excellent position. 1st and goal after a gain of 19.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Go, get out there, get out there.
Kamara going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
Yeah! Here we go!
Again, Kamara. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. So it's 3rd and goal, and now the question, can this Falcon defense stand tall once more? They'll run it with Kamara. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down, 3 yards in the wrong direction. Well, they're going to try this. They need 5 full yards to hit the end zone here on 4th and goal, but they're going for it.
47. 47.
Now Prescott. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Wan'Dale Robinson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Commanders take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
And he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit.
To kick off.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Somebody gotta do it. Got my foot up on the gas, but somebody gotta do it. Turn his TV off. Turn his TV off. Turn his TV off. Turn his TV off. Turn his TV off.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right?
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
Now a short one to Gesicki. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up third down.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
I thought that was a completed pass until he came in and forced the ball from his hands. Not only did he make a nice play, he brings up 4th down.
Here we go. Line 8. Here we go. 46. Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54. Line 8. Here we go. Go to 54. Line 8. Here we go. 47. 26.
Prescott to throw on 4th. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first.
The Washington first down. It's a gain of 10. First down.
They'll throw again. Prescott. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Throwing, Prescott. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Falcons are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 2-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. And they'll get him down up past the 15. They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there. A gain of 14 and a 1st down.
Well, so much for being backed up against their goal line to start the drive. He gave some breathing room and then some. I think the defense really got caught thinking safety, trying to stack the line of scrimmage. And oftentimes, if you can get past the initial grouping, there's a lot of room to run. The defense actually fortunate that didn't go farther.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Second down and 3. Again, it's Robinson. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Falcons. Malik Neighbors, 72 yards. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. The extra point now coming from Myers. And that'll that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
Score, Falcons 28, Commanders 11. Jason Myers set to kick off.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
Washington, first down. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Prescott now. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Sheldon Rankins. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. Throwing on second and long. Prescott. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
So here's a 3rd and 14. Prescott to throw it. Open man is Jalen Naylor. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They give up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down.
Kill. 47.
They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position.
43. Yellow.
Now here's Mahomes. That's caught downfield by Neighbors. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Nowhere to turn this time. He goes down. Sack back at the 29. Yaya Diaby. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. To throw, it's Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Well, no one likes to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Mahomes now to throw. Looking for the end zone. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Jahan Dotson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Falcons are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff. Because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. 11. Jason Myers set to kick off.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
The Commanders take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football. Final play of the half. Prescott gonna let one fly for Robinson. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Jason Myers set to kick off.
Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. He might take this all the way. And he's not able to go the distance. He's out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4. What a return.
And while we weren't quite there yet, you had to start to wonder if there's going to be any life left in this team. And that big return, that could be the exact spark to get them right back into this game.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Alvin Kamara. His first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Well, the big play prior to this one got him down there, and they're able to stick it in on the very next snap.
And I think those last 2 plays, that's what you're talking about, balance, right? Big pass play, puts them in position, turn right around and hand it off, and you've got a running play that finishes it off in the end zone.
It's complete, and he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. There's a great example right there.
And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he'll take this up to the 30, a gain of 4. Here is 3rd and 5.
At the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Now Mahomes. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
Incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
The Falcons send out their punter. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here. And how about this, a fake? And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And that will force a turnover on downs. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Yeah, here we go. Hey, kill. Here we go, kill. Motion.
Here's Prescott. And this is caught inside the 5. And they are able to stop it, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
And this is what they're going to need more of. It's the 3rd quarter. You're trailing. You've got to come out with a renewed sense of purpose, and that's a nice way to kick off the
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Falcons grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They'll take over deep in their own end after the fumble recovery as they start 1st and 10. He's got room past the 30. Finally taken down at the 32-yard line. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Robinson gets the toss on the right side. And he went backwards. They'll be down at the 30. Yaya Diaby got in there behind the line and dropped him for a loss on the play. Mahomes going to throw. Over the middle, taken in by Neighbors. Touchdown, Falcons! Malik Neighbors, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Now Myers for the extra point. And that PAT pushes the lead up to 23 now.
Makes the score Falcons 42, Commanders 19. Jason Myers set to kick off.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 36 yards on the play. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10, right at the 40.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Prescott. Now he'll tuck this and run. And Prescott, his third interception. And the Falcons are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
Intercepted. The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
Now 2nd and 5. They run the draw here with Robinson. And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. 52 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. The defense was dialed into the pass. They overlooked the draw play.
And how often do we talk about the oldies are still goodies? Because that draw play comes straight from Coach Paul Brown's playbook, going all the way back to the original Cleveland Browns.
Y'all can't talk about basic. Anybody more Power Ranger. Also dangerous.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Mahomes will do it himself. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Short throw, he's got Kraft. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. That's out wide here for Robinson. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 4.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Jahan Dotson, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Falcons are an extra point away from going up by 30. The extra point now coming from Myers. And the lead is now an even 30.
Next to score, Falcons 49, Commanders 19. Jason Myers set to kick off.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now.
And he'll score. Touchdown, Commanders. Wan'Dale Robinson with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Commanders get a bit closer. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, That big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
Prescott, they're going to throw for it. And no, it falls incomplete. So the two-point conversion, no good.
49. Commanders, 25.
I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. And a good job here by the Falcons. Their hands team able to recover it. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Falcons get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Now Myers for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Makes the score Falcons 56, Commanders 25. Jason Myers set to kick off.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the... That's caught inside the 20. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Wan'Dale Robinson, 65 yards. And the Commanders are able to cut into that deficit. Well, yes, that's his third touchdown catch, which is very impressive, but on the scoreboard, they're still struggling.
So safe to say that without him, my goodness, yikes, they are in major league trouble. He's doing his best to try and keep them in the game.
So here now is Prescott as his guys will go for the two-point conversion.
Washington will line up for the two-point conversion.
And they're going to get the two-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further.
Commanders 33.
I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. Wait, hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
Tackle on the play by Christian Benford. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play. Touchdown!
Malik Neighbors, 44 yards. And the Falcons will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the third quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it.
hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I know they're not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
First down, Commanders.
Now Prescott. That's complete once again. It's Gesicki. And he'll get nothing out of that one. Atlanta, Georgia's the spot, and glad to have you along for the ride. Third quarter action, 2nd and 10. To throw is Prescott. He's going to let this one go deep. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Yeah, here we go. Like that.
To the air again, Prescott. Now he's going to step up and run. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now in Atlanta. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Yeah. Here we go, 47. 47.
Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline, because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown. Prescott yet again. And, oh, it's incomplete. Oh, it would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Here we go, 47. Here we go, go to 54, go to 54. Line in.
Looking to throw. Prescott. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
At the 2-yard line.
Yeah, here we go. Wide in. Here we go, 46, 46. Hey, 47. 26.
Now Prescott. in trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Odafe Oweh showing off the pass rush skills. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12.
47. Good. Hey, kill. Then we're going to 54. Right in. Then we're going to 53.
Here's Prescott. This is caught. And he takes it in for a Commanders touchdown. Wan'Dale Robinson, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Commanders get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the fourth quarter after that one, CD. And, well, he looked right off the line like he knew that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense. He made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him.
Picked off by Mack Wilson.
That keeps the score. Falcons 62, Commanders 39.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And a good job here by the Falcons. Their hands team able to recover it. And he takes a shot at the end of that play.
Yellow. 43. Let's go on, 80.
Robinson, he'll try the left side. The 20, 5, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown Atlanta. Bijan Robinson, 44 yards. And the Falcons have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the fourth. The extra point now coming from Myers. And the lead is now an even 30.
Makes the score Falcons 69, Commanders 39. Jason Myers set to kick off.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Oh, good-looking return set up here. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. Now he's going to throw deep right side. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Yeah, here we go. Here we go, 47. Here we go, going to 54. Right in. Here we go, going to 54, going to 50.
Throwing, Prescott. He's got his man downfield. It's Robinson. Through the middle of the field. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Wan'Dale Robinson, 63 yards. And the Commanders are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play. And just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
They'll try and throw for it. That's caught. And he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for two does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit.
To kick off.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pull it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 110 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
And the Falcons, first down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Robinson with another carry. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage. But you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
And he'll go down, but not before getting us inside the 30. 34 yards there and a first down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. A give left side to Robinson. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Second and 6.
Yellow.
They'll run this one right with Robinson. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. On play action, it's Mahomes. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
Robinson on a give right side. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, second down.
Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout
as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
Second and 10.
Mahomes going to throw it here. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Now Mahomes on the bootleg. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
But not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
Myers set to kick off.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Commanders take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
But we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down it goes.
A loss of 9 yards. It's 2nd down.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Prescott. It's caught inside the 25.
Argued 36 yards. That's good for a Commanders 1st down.
One last shot now for Prescott. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32.